going on, guys? This is Greg Ferris back in the kitchen with Ferris for Fitness. Like my video I had up yesterday, I'm just going to show you guys a pretty quick meal. You know, I have like about an hour in between my classes. I am a college student, so I really do like to make meals. They're pretty quick, but also kind of fit in my needs. Again, if you're not following me, I am 2 weeks out from my first natural bodybuilding competition. So most of my meals are consisted of high micronutrient dense foods, high protein foods, pretty like low carb, or if it is high carb, it's usually something like high in fiber and things like that. So I'm going to show you guys all the ingredients. I probably won't show you me like cooking it up or whatnot, but I'll probably show like you an end image or maybe like some in between clips. But it's pretty simple. It's going to have some really solid macros for pretty much anyone, regardless of your goals. And like always, you can always manipulate the portion sizes and whatnot as far as what you need for your own diet. So the first ingredient we have here is a 99% fat-free ground turkey breast. This is pretty expensive stuff. I actually happened to get 8 pounds for the price of 4 the other day at my local grocery store. They had a buy one get one free, so I went ahead and went crazy on it. So I typically don't eat a lot of turkey just because it's pretty expensive, but in this instance, you can always go with a little bit fattier meat if you can fit it in your macros, fit it in your diet. It'll be a little bit cheaper. So we're going to start off with 5 ounces of that. Simply just going to throw it in the skillet, and our other meat source is going to be these Tyson grilled and ready seasoned steak strips. We're just going to go with 1 serving, which is 3 ounces. This is also a pretty expensive source of meat. It's got a little bit of fat in there. Again, it's a really good source of protein. Again, with a red meat, you're also going to get some iron in there. So it's really good. But we'll have 5 ounces of the turkey breast with 3 ounces of the steak. Again, I got this steak on sale, so it's a little bit better of a bargain for me. And then separately what we'll add in is just some chili beans. Again, these are super cheap. Beans are awesome, high in fiber, high in potassium. They're moderately low in carb. I'm going to do 2 servings to get 40 grams, only 40 grams of carbs. So we'll have the beans in there. And then lastly, for some vegetables, just kind of spice it up. Also just kind of get some micronutrients and whatnot. I just have these frozen chopped green bell peppers. I'm going to do 1 serving, which is actually quite a bit. And then just throw in some onion and tomato. What's really good to save time, I've found lately, this is to chop these up. Go buy like 5-6 onions and tomatoes, chop them up, and just put them in Tupperware in your fridge, and you can kind of serve them with every meal. I pretty much throw onion and tomato on like most of my meals right now, so it's really efficient for me. I would say most people shouldn't weigh it out. It's probably pretty redundant, but I do it. It's 50 grams, which is just pretty minimal carbs. But I have to be pretty anal right now, 2 weeks out from my show. And lastly, I'm going to sprinkle on some 1 serving of Kraft fat-free cheddar cheese. I love this stuff. 9 grams of protein, of course no fat, only 2 grams of carbs. So I put this on a lot of stuff too. And as far as seasonings, I keep it pretty simple right here. Just going to have some Lowry seasoned salt with some garlic powder, onion powder, and probably a little bit of pepper as well. So I'm going to get this started, guys. I got to get going. I'll break it down for you as far as the macronutrient content of this meal and maybe show you some in between clips. So stay tuned. Alright, here we are, guys. Just about to finish up. So I'm just showing you what it looks like in the pan. Pretty simple stuff here. Maybe I can get a light on there, make it look a little better. No, not really. But yeah, so I just cooked up the turkey first, and then I threw in the peppers and the steak. I just microwaved the steak and the peppers for like 30 seconds to warm up a little bit. Threw those in, and then microwaved the beans separately as well, and threw those in, and then didn't microwave the onion and tomato. I threw those in at the last, and then you see I'm just kind of plating it with some cheese. So that's what the meal's gonna look like, guys. And lastly here, I'll just throw on some of this Cholula lime. I'm a big fan of this Cholula hot sauce, but hot sauce with this meal, really good to go, guys. The final macronutrient content on this is going to be we're looking at 621 calories, 77 grams of protein, 52 grams of carbs, 11 grams of fat, and 15 grams of fiber, if you guys can see that there. So you're obviously looking at some pretty solid macros for this meal. Super high in protein because you got the protein from the turkey, the steak, the beans, the cheese. So you got different kinds of protein in there. It's also moderately high calorie, but I'm telling you, this tastes amazing right now. I'm low carb, I'm 2 weeks out, and I'm still enjoying my food. So hopefully you guys like this recipe video. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Thank you for the support as always. I'll have more good information coming soon, guys.